Hello. Hey. We're so back. How you guys doing today? Okay, I'm here. Hold on. I'm back. We're gonna play a little bit of Stanley Parable today. Probably the last stream of this for a minute. I just want to get like a few more endings. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing pretty good. I had a good weekend. I was hanging out at my parents' house, and I'm really not excited to go back to work tomorrow, but at least my problematic coworker is on vacation, so at least there's that. I will be drawing. Hell yeah, Meg. Draw. I mean, you know what? Like, in my work circumstances for the next 3 weeks, make it so I'll actually be able to draw for a while at every at least at every lunch break, or and maybe during work hours if like things are chill. So I'll actually probably be able to get a lot of drawing in the next 3 weeks, and I'm really excited about this. Even though like I'll be at work, you know, it's August, there's not a lot of people around, and I have okay. The thing is, like, I do have the long lunch break in the middle of my day for like every single day, for the next 3 weeks, which is not fun because like my days are really long. But at least I get to draw. At least I get to draw for the long lunch breaks. When it's not like when it's an hour long, I don't have a lot of time, and like I don't really have time to do anything. So like I go home at 7 anyway, at 8, and I'm still tired, you know? Getting paid for drawing twice. No. I mean, I wish it were like that all the time. Not really, because I don't want really long lunch breaks all the time. It's kind of like it's 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 like exceptional circumstances because my coworker is on vacation. In regular times I don't really have that. Which is also good because I feel like I would get fucking exhausted of that. Because I still have to get up early and everything. Damn. But yeah. You know, I'll be doing some, like, I'm probably gonna, like, work on merch the most. I have a lot of merch work to do, dude. It's actually, I was gonna say it's worrying, but it's not. Like, I'm okay. I'm not in like a rush or anything. I imagine I'm in my head. I'm like, you're in a rush, but I'm not. I'm actually not. And I have to actually like not stress out because it doesn't matter. Speaking of merch, I'm running a sale in my shop right now. In case anyone hasn't seen. So if you wanna check it out, you can get like a 20% off the entire order. There's a code and everything on the thing. I'm realizing that I should probably link my merch shop to my Twitch, like somewhere in my Twitch, because I haven't done that. Check it out. I'm in the house. Like carpet. Yeah. Wait, I just remembered. I had taken pictures of the Kazuskara zine and the stuff so I could show it, and I forgot to post the pictures. That's okay. I'll do it later. But yeah, we're gonna play more Stanley Parable now. Let me just, Hi, Nix. How you doing? The zine is real? It sure is, man. Oh, fuck, I forgot I have to- Oh! Hi, Emo! Thank you for the fart. I have to remove my overlay. Baby, you can't fix me. I was born with a broken heart. I'm sorry that I'm leaving. Okay. Who up stinking? You apparently, because you farted. How you doing, Emo? And Nyx? How you guys doing? Okay, we're starting the game. I mean, okay, so there's this screen, it's saying something that I didn't get this the first time I launched the game, so I don't know. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience, you're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. I'm never gonna remember this because I don't know when I'm gonna boot up the game again. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. Miss Emo farted on you. I mean, of course, always. Now you're stinky. I'm good, couldn't join the last 2 streams because I was at a con. I'm fucking exhausted, man. Oh my god, I hope you had fun, though. 21:37? We should do... Is that not what I said it to last time, but it was actually the time? Jesus, the Polish invading my chat right now.
What the fuck is this?
I know. Hi, Twy. What the fuck is this? I hope the con was fun, though, Nyx.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Wait, Herbie's in front of the
Something that
subtitles.
would forever change Stanley.
Okay, I'm in front of the fucking... Okay. I got an achievement for quitting the game and rebooting it. Sure. Get down, Herbie. You're grounded. Well, maybe not all the way down, but... Instant timing. Instant timing? What did I do that was instant? I don't remember. It was a lot of fun and there was a lot of cosplayers there. The Deltarune ones were so good. Oh, I imagine there was a lot of Deltarune stuff. That's cool. Remember Stanley the Adventurer in Genshin? Yes. I hope I'll make it in time on Wednesday. I want my streak. Oh, I hope so too. Let's just say I saw a mention of him right before the stream. Oh, okay. Okay, so, what do we even do now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays! Me too! I mean, I don't, but they're not my least favorite day, but they're not,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Someone that doesn't work, that works weekend and doesn't apply. Yeah, like,
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
yeah, I think it's nice. You stuck in the back rooms? Yeah, basically.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow, okay, nice. Yeah, like, working weekends, I just don't really experience
Stanley sat
Mondays.
around waiting.
I don't experience Mondays the same way other people do. This is what I've been trying to say this whole time. Thank you, narrator.
For more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay. Anyway.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yippee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, I wonder what happens if you stay in the break room for 14 hours and 30 minutes exactly. I don't know, but I'm not gonna try.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps the confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we...
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Really?
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh, I can move. I thought it was like a flashback kind of thing. What does it say? Can't tell. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press F to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Okay. Okay. I just mine.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press U to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press H for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press J to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Toxic yaoi. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press L to go back home. Bro!
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Wow.
Just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Are we really doing this? Are we, like, straight up manipulating the narrator into believing in my delusion? Press T to relive the same day with me over and over. Wow, amazing.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Akakuro asses. Press I to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
Oh great.
Oh, no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Are we gonna fuck the bucket? What's going on? There's...
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Close your eyes. That's my fucking bucket, bro. Go back to work, Stanley. Kick the bucket? Nah, boring. Fuck the bucket. Oh, well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No more bucket. Oh, where it is. It's here.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
That's my fucking bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What do the balloons say? I didn't look. There was something. Huh? How we can find them? Trust a completionist instinct. No, no, I shall not. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless. TBH. Weird spinning figurines. Why floating? Magnus dreams magic. Training exercise or... What? Or what? I don't know. Saw one in a cargo room. Employee 421 building a bridge. The diagram, fucking what we forgot, what we know, what we don't know yet. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! What do, training exercise by management is what that says. Oh, okay. Analysis of the recordings allow me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be reverberance off porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies! Who are you? 666 lol. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. Mission status. Inside of a sequel exhibit. Our large room. Lots of boxes. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Oh my god. Red and blue? Nearby fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay. 5 there B just takes... What from me? Gotta collect them all. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Okay, so it says a large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. I do remember a place that had like red and blue lighting, I think. Near a fireplace, so I got that one. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease for access past fence. What? Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from a warehouse floor. What? Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor? Construct new structurally sound bridge. Oh god. Someone died. Okay, I mean, I'll try to remember. I don't know if I will. Stairs. Something to do with stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yay!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines?
No.
Yes, I think I like that.
No.
Another Stanley.
That's the worst one. That's the worst one, you fucking freak. Stop.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Yikes.
It was incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Everything goes dark and you die. From sepsis.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I don't know, man. Okay, I am not
All of his co-workers were gone.
talking to...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not taking the bucket this time. I want to try to find those damn figurines.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Large room, lots of boxes. Some are both red and blue. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yay!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Shut the
What
fuck
name
up.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Immediate suicide. I've got the feeling. Money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. That's a lovely... Say, that's a lovely purse. I got a feeling. Woo-hoo. Cool bathroom. I mean... Mirror's dirty as hell, but we know why. No? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Figley
He
sounds
stepped
so much
into
like
the newly
Fugly.
opened passageway.
Fugly. Guys, funny stuff. I talked to a girl into inviting me to her 18th birthday party, and now I'm finding out that she seated me in front of her. Okay. Is it someone you know, at least? Can I play the piano? No.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, I mean, I've,
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
she's my friend's cousin, and she was talking about this party, and I was like, man, I would have loved to go to a party like this again. Can I come? She gave me a full-ass invitation. Nice.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I wonder if I can get
But here
something
was the
else.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's any other ending I can get from this. Because there's like numbers I can press in here, but I don't really know. You can choose not to turn it off. Okay. What about the numbers? There's like numbers I can press on here, but I don't really know what to do with them. One, two, three. I think it's like it's correlated to that. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Nuclear?
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds.
What the fuck?
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Active
You're
button
only still
hint,
playing
green
instead of
2.
watching a cutscene
What do you
because
mean
I will
green
watch you
2? What does
every
that
moment
mean?
You're powerless. To see you made humble. This is
Dark blue 1?
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control
Whatever, just
this
kill me,
world,
man.
That's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
I don't know, that's
Will you
pretty
cling
cool to me.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in. until
Goodbye,
the moment I
narrator.
say,
It's been-
"Happily ever up."
It's been an honor. Well, I survived. Happy 12th birthday, step niece. Yeah, that's right. That's the phone. Okay. Who farted? The cup says who farted. I can't pick up the phone. The phone. Twi farted. Oh, there's phones. Ah! I don't know what to do now. There was an ending that I wanted to try, but I don't know how to...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't actually know how to get to that ending.
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee behind a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
I'm trying to get the KMS ending,
open door on his
which
left.
I don't know if that's the name of the ending, but like the thing, you know, with the KMSing.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh my god! Oh!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Was it what you meant? I mean, I know there's
The
more
meeting
to
room.
it.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I don't really know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wish I was born a Nepo baby. Yeah. I don't want to work tomorrow. Me neither, man. It sucks. I don't know what to do now. What haven't I done? Hmm. I'm thinking. Have you done both red and blue? Red and blue? What? What's... Have you seen a red and blue door? No. What's that? The color card doors. You want to see that go right. Okay.
This was not
The
the correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So here? The catwalk? Yeah. I could try.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. I just didn't want there to be too much distance between
All of
me
his
and the
co-workers
floor.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What are you talking
Is
about?
this Stanley's office? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think...
Also, where's Atsuko? Because I don't remember if Atsuko was here at the beginning. I don't think Atsuko was here at the beginning of the stream. Oh. I think I see Atsuko in the viewer list, so should be okay.
Perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Hi,
really,
Atsuko.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? Really? I'm in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
Shut
Very
up!
Soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay. I have to pick the red or blue door? I guess I'll go with blue?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nuh-uh.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Go
There
ahead.
we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where
Ah.
we were before.
Hi,
Go ahead,
Atsuko.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, man.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It sucks.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the fuck? Are these real people? 21.3 players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Shut the fuck up!
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Meh.
Again, honest answers, please.
Meh.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I hope you're doing good, Atsuko.
In
With
this
the-
game,
oh my
the
god.
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course,
I'm doing
the message
good.
of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Someone else's game.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
You didn't even press the button once. Heartless. Bro, it's a fucking cardboard cutout of a baby.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Where am I?
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious
Forest
to me that
Watch?
you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Firewatch?
For some sort of twisted erotic
That's
purpose.
Firewatch. It is.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
I mean,
So far,
I don't really know much about Firewatch, but I remember I think I saw Markiplier play
I
it.
love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I don't know. I thought there was a monster out there. What the fuck is happening? You don't necessarily get Firewatch? I don't know. I'm assuming there's different games you can get. But I thought in Firewatch you stay in your tower.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What the fuck?
It is. It's an open world game.
Really?
Good God, quickly, block it off.
Ah, no! My open world!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Hashtag my
You
game.
wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong direction.
First time I tried this, I had Minecraft and Portal, but maybe they were only in an older version for copyright or whatever. There's another game to get, but it's obtained in a different way. Oh, okay. The Stranger! I don't know. It would be funny,
There's
though.
no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
The Stranger!
Woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Another game?
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Portal?
insurmountable walls.
Portal? Are you taking me to Portal? Is that what's happening? I had a feeling it would be that.
I think this will be just the thing.
What? Oh, is that Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Oh, well, I mean, hi. I wish I had a car so I could
Okay,
actually
what
play
exactly
Rocket
do we
League.
do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yay! Oh my god, yay! I wish I could run faster. Oh wait, I'm pretty fast now. Let's go! Yay! Yay!
Are you doing... Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh god. Ah.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oops, I'm all alone. Ah! Oh god, I'm in Silent Hill! Oh no. Oh, what the fuck happened? Is this becoming a horror game? What's going on? I miss Silent Hill. Me too, man. There's gonna be a new one next month. What are we doing? Next month. Yeah, dude, in September. Watch out, there's this blonde dude. Be aware. Observation duty? Play it for my birthday? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end.
The game, the new Silent Hill comes out on the 25th of September.
To make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. What's happening? I wanted to explore the scary a little more. No! What is happening? Fuck the bucket. 2
When
weeks after
Stanley
not
came
try.
to a set
Yeah.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna get
This
the
was
fucking...
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the red door now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, hold on. Ah! I'm wondering if Chain was here at any point in the stream. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Of all the achievements in the game. And to 100% the new area. That's crazy. I'm actually, I'm gonna explore more of this area. I'm intending to get like 100% before, Not Cry comes out, so I'll probably do a lot of exploration this month. Yeah. So we're actually gonna go through the red door this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
I'm looping right now.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Stopped what?
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Do I look happy, motherfucker?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Suck my dick.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
It's fine.
We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You have me. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm sorry, narrator.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I'm torturing him.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Look at all these colors, man. Wow, beautiful. Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat, but yeah, Mag... It's exciting. Mag going to a big con to sell merch. Hell yeah. Congratulations, Mag.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
I'm super...
I'm going back.
Fucking rip, dude. Well...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What do you guys think I should do now? For those of you who have played the game. What am I missing? Probably a lot, but I don't really know. All the endings you're doing without the bucket can be done with, and some are more different than others. Right, okay. Oh, wait, you know what I need to do? I need to do the ones... The one, where you go to the apartment, but without the bucket. But how do I get to that again? I don't remember. Who farted? You keep going on the platform in the warehouse for that one. Right, okay. That's okay, Mag, no worries. Okay, wait, I'm gonna... go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh!
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Oh!
But the fact is
There's the
that
last
story
figurine
has
over
been
there.
about nothing but
I have to go pick it up.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
How do I even get it?
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
How do I even get to the thing? There's like a vent thing going. I don't really know. And I have no idea.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Give me a
To
fucking
put
break.
your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
All right.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh God.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I miss my wife tales.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press U on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
T?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. I'm gonna press anything but O. Ah, it doesn't really do anything.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Boobs.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press L to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press G to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press I to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Oh God.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press B to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press I to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Yeah. Press L to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'm just stuck here. Hey. Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. I hope you guys are having fun, watching this. Hang out. Kazuskar, am I right? Yeah? How about we do a thing? Amazing. Big fucking gas. That was beautiful. Thank you. I fear nothing will happen unless I press this button, so I'm gonna do it. Gas, gas, gas.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press I to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
That's what they all say. Jesus. Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
uh-huh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
To climb on the desk? Okay. Oh. Who farted? Can someone message Chain to ask if she got her streak? I think this one is the only one I can climb. But then how? I can crouch? Oh my god, really? I did not know this. Okay. I'm on the desk now. Chain got it? Okay. Oh. Stepped into the light.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option
Jesus
is
Christ.
really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're
Bitch,
not. In
I
fact,
can't see.
I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay, I'm sick of it. Dude, what do I do now? Okay. Can we get out of here? The Pope? Why? Why am I the Pope? What's happening? Why can't I only... It only makes noise when I press no. What the fuck do I do now? Cool. Well, I mean, Is he yellow? Okay. Oh, like the previous one, the one before that. Okay. Well, I think I will kill myself. I don't know. It truly doesn't seem like there's anything. Maybe, okay. I'll try again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I was asking if Chain had gotten her streak because I might not continue this stream for much longer. I'm pretty tired, honestly. Go all the way to the boss's office and the doors will try to close behind you as you enter, but backtrack and instantly try to exit the office before the doors close. I can try. I have a little bit of time. Like, I want to go for another, like, maybe 15 minutes or something. We'll see.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Bro, what the
But
fuck?
the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes.
Okay.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Good song. Bro thinks he's venti. What the fuck? I think I'm out of here. I think the song's over. Song's over, dude. Okay, we're gonna do the thing that my brother suggested.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, and I have to get the last figurine. I'll do that too. Before I go. Well, I don't really know how to get it, though.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know how to reach it. Hold on, you said and the doors will try to close behind you as you enter, but backtrack. Try to exit the office before the doors close. Okay, so that's this door, right? Or this one?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover...
Must be nice to fucking see anything.
Sorry, Herbie. What the fuck happened?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office,
what?
Stanley froze in his tracks.
How do you do this?
Not
How do you do this?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Following?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them.
What?
It was only a matter of time.
What are you talking about?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Try to exit the room fully in each attempt? What do you mean?
Stepping into his...
Oh. See if we can find anything new. Okay. Well, the doors are open now. Oh god, my office. Wait, that's not my office, that's another office. You are now leaving. What? Bro, what the fuck? That's fucked. I don't hear the narrator anymore at all. Red door. Okay. Where the fuck am I going? Hello? Oh. Escape. Can't see shit. Oh, unfortunately, I will. What? What happened?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two
That
open
was
doors,
weird.
he entered the door on his left.
I wanted to write more, but my thumb clicked send. Whatever, man. Oh right, I need to get the little figurine, but how
This was
do
not
I
the correct
do?
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I would assume I have to go through here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Maybe.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Maybe? I don't know.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No.
Okay, no problem,
not to the right.
Emo.
Why
I'll
would
see
I
you
have
later.
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Good luck with work
It's
tomorrow.
clearly-
Thank you for hopping
dear,
in. I
would you hold on
appreciate
for
it.
a minute, please.
Bro.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down.
I did this already, I
left,
think.
Right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. I thought it would be this door. What the fuck?
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get
One
back
last
to
fart,
him.
and it's not even working, bro. Come on.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Rip.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Okay, well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You haven't tried the 888 route.
Wait.
Oh god.
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Okay, we are restarting this. Hold on. Because I've done this already. Bro, come on.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What the fuck is going on? Okay, I want to try to
When
get
Stanley
the...
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
I
Stanley
want to get
knew
the
it perfectly
figurine,
well.
and then I'll try the
Perhaps he wanted
888
to
thing.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It's called Stanley Arena. No, it's
Stanley
not.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, how does one go to that? Oh, maybe I just like... Maybe I just... Okay. Yippee!
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Stiggly Wiggly feels like a slur. Like a slur only Drake would say. What? Also, what the fuck do I do now? I can't go back up. Wait, no, there is something, the vent. Where the fuck am I?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
Holy
it must
shit.
be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Well. I see. No more balloons. Oh god, what is happening?
Stanley, I'm sorry.
but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I
Hello?
would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
What are you talking about? Where are we? Now remember when Stanley found the collectibles. Dude, fucking... the tower.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
So fucking creepy. I'm literally in Silent Hill now when I look at this.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It was the stairs.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No. What the fuck?
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. They did that shit with Windows Movie Maker. It's mini stand number 5. This game is so unserious. You found it near the red and blue doors. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video.
Oh, yeah?
But it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Now I go wherever. Oh, do they just go in the same... They go in the same place.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly.
Scar every time we touch AMV in 480p. Dude, do you ever think about how we're never gonna see this? Like, I mean, we could. Someone would have to make it, but like, the fact that people can't make those Windows Movie Maker AMVs anymore. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I guess so. A TV? You are in the present. Am I?
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memories.
Okay, you're right. Well...
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Aw. Gosh. What if I kill myself?
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
There's a door over there that I don't think I've ever been through. But I don't know if I can get down there without hurting myself. I feel like... Can I kill myself in the memory zone? What happens if I do that? I mean, I kind of want to see what happens. We're going backwards, bro. The illusion of choice.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
That's pretty good.
Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, I don't remember either, man.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
What's over there? Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Well,
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Oh.
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
Damn.
You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do the 888 thing.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And after that, I'm going to bed.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers, he began turning the room over looking for clues that might unravel the situation, until at last he discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code.
8.
For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his
Okay,
feet.
I just got
And
an
so the boss had
achievement.
assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly.
I just got an achievement that said 88888888888. That's it.
This.
Like the number 8 repeatedly. Yeah.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 28.
Okay, I think I'm good for now. I gotta go because I'm pretty tired. But this was fun. You know, I'll probably come back to this in the future. I had a fun time playing this. But I don't want to do it all in like one run, you know. So yeah, I'll probably come back to this at some point. For now we're gonna go. I'm gonna get some rest. I'll be back to playing Genshin Impact on Wednesday because I need to continue that summer event. I'll continue playing that on Wednesday. And after that, we're just gonna do art for the next 2 streams. One of those streams is gonna be the block party, but I don't know which one it's gonna be, so... I just don't really know the schedule. I probably won't know until Wednesday. This game is kind of impossible to 100% without meta knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into that right now, for sure, so... Next time you gotta come prepared. Yeah, probably. But yeah, for now we're gonna go, we're gonna chill. But thank you guys for hopping in, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Genshin stream. I'm excited for that. Let me just see who I can raid. Oh, Decky's streaming. Wait, why did my chat disappear? What happened? Bro. Give me a fucking break. Decky's playing, like some Outer Wilds mods right now. So we're gonna raid them. I don't know what the fuck happened to the chat. If you ever need exploration. Maybe not yet. I would like to start by myself because I want to like find stuff on my own first. Maybe when I don't have a lot of stuff left, you can help me, but alright, Decky, we're gonna raid Decky, because they are playing Outer Wilds mods, which is pretty fun. I want to see what that's like. There was like a mod jam recently where people were making mods in like, I think 24 hours or something. And so they're playing that, I believe. I haven't seen any of those. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye, good night.